Hey, what's up? It's your best friend in beauty, Aquia Robinson. Welcome to Friends in Beauty, a place for beauty industry creatives looking to create impact, influence, and longevity. What I want to do today is share with you some tips on how to attract high-end clients as a friend in beauty. So whether you're a makeup artist, a photographer, a hairstylist, a model, even my friends in beauty that are course creators, estheticians, what have you, I want to share some tips with you that are going to help you attract those clients that you deserve. The ones that just make your job feel so fulfilling and so joyful and just so worth it, okay? Because we do a lot of work. We are hardworking, ambitious friends in beauty, so we do a lot, right? But before I jump into today's video, I just want to say, if you are watching me right now and you have not subscribed to Friends in Beauty, what are you doing with your life? All right, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you could be alerted when I upload new videos, because it's going down over here on Friends in Beauty, all right? And I do not want you to miss out. If you have subscribed already, share my channel with another friend in beauty, a family member, a friend, anybody that you think will like this kind of content. Share it with them, all right? Sharing is caring. So back to the content. So yeah, I want to share with you some tips on how to attract high-end clients, because I feel like we do a lot as friends in beauty. Like, a lot of our jobs are manual jobs. I'm a makeup artist, so a lot of my job entails me carrying my chair, my kit, my light, climbing stairs, going to hotels, and the room being the furthest away from the elevator. And if you are not charging accordingly, or if you don't have a client that just makes you feel like it's all worthwhile, after a while you're going to start resenting your job as a friend in beauty. It's not going to be fun anymore. It's going to be more like a chore. So I want to give you these tips on how to attract high-end clients, because I know that some of my friends in beauty have expressed to me that they have been having trouble attracting a certain type of client into their business. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Alright, so the first tip that I want to give is all about mindset. And we hear people talk about mindset all the time, but it truly is important when it comes to what we do as friends in beauty. Like, if you don't have a strong mindset or a positive mindset, it really is going to be hard to attract any kind of goodness into your business to begin with. You want to be expressing gratitude, first of all, for the clients that you do have that are, you know, investing in you, investing in your craft, right? But if you want to go to the next level, you have to have a mindset of even feeling like you deserve to have those high-end clients. A lot of people want high-end clients, but deep down inside, they don't even feel like they're worth it to begin with. So if you don't feel like you're worth it, how are you going to expect somebody else to feel like you're worth it? All right. So I would suggest doing some mindset work. Just ingesting positivity on a daily basis. I like to meditate. I like to listen to different podcasts that are uplifting. I like to watch different uplifting videos. I like to do all types of stuff to keep my energy high, keep my spirits positive and everything like that. And maybe some affirmations can help you out if you're not at a point where you feel like you deserve certain type of clients. But it has to start with your mindset, because if you don't truly believe that you deserve to have high-end clients, then those high-end clients are not going to be attracted to you, all right? Because those people have a certain type of mindset as well, and like attracts like. So work on your mindset first when it comes to attracting high-end clients, all right? So the second tip that I want to give is to know who you're actually trying to attract. I'm not talking about the people who just automatically book you because they like you. I'm talking about the people that you actually want to work with. All business models have an ideal client avatar, and I never understand why a lot of my friends in beauty don't take the time to actually write down the type of client that you want to work with. You have to have clarity. If you don't have clarity on the type of client you're trying to work with, then you're just going to get a little bit of everybody, and that's not like the most enjoyable experience ever, just to be getting all these different types of people and everything like that. It comes with a lot of drama sometimes that we don't want. So take the time to really sit down and think about who this person is that you want to work with. What's their name? You can make a fake name. What's their name? How old are they? Where do they work? What kind of work do they do? Are they heavy on social media? Do they follow the Shade Room? Do they follow Essence Magazine? Like, what are the things that they like, their dislikes. Like, you have to really know who this person is, because how can you attract something if you don't know what it is or who that person is? Like, you just can't. So take some time to really sit down and figure out who that is. And a lot of times, what I've noticed when I've done exercises like this is, like, a lot of times my clients are a lot like me as far as like personality and like just certain things. We have like similarities. So you might find that when you start writing out your ideal client avatar that they're a lot like you. And I've also had students do this before, where it's kind of like their alter ego, like it's a piece of them that they like aspire to be, but it's still some kind of connection there. So I would encourage you, if you want to start attracting high-end clients, be very clear on what that even looks like. Who is that person that you are trying to attract? Because you cannot attract something if you don't know what it is. Tip number 3 to attracting high-end clients is pay very close attention to your aesthetic, right? So once you know who this person is, you have to produce work that is consistent with that type of aesthetic that they are interested in. So for example, I always use makeup artists as an example because I'm a makeup artist. But when it comes to doing makeup, we all know that there are different styles of makeup out here. We got I ain't even gonna go into it. That's too much. I ain't gonna go into it, but you know what I mean. It's just so many different styles of makeup. And when it comes to my ideal client, they like a soft glam look. They they just like to look natural and elevated. They don't want anything that's heavily contoured. They're not looking for a cut crease with glitter and a wing line. And no shade to people who do that type of work, because I've seen it done and it's beautiful. But that's just not my aesthetic, and that's not the aesthetic of my clients. That's not the aesthetic that my clients want. And a lot of times when I sit down with my clients, I'll ask them like, hey, like, first of all, how'd you find me? That's a question I always ask if I don't know already. And I also ask them like, what made you, book me out of all these different makeup artists that you see under the hashtag maybe DMV makeup artist? And they always say the same thing. It's literally always about how I do skin and how everybody still looks natural. My clients aren't the type of people who want to look like somebody else. And like I said, this is not shade at all. This is just what my clients like. My clients normally stick to like bronzy, golden lids, like soft contouring, a little glow, maybe a nude lip or a pop of color on the lip. But a lot of times my clients don't want like bold looks. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna go for like a bold eye and a heavy lash and things like that. So you have to know, once you know who your ideal client is, you have to have your aesthetic match what they're looking for. Otherwise it's not going to work. They're just gonna like come to your page, and if they don't see something that resonates with you, either your page or your website, however you're advertising, if they don't see something that resonates with the style of makeup or the style of photography or the type of model or whatever that they're looking for, it's just gonna go right over their head. So you have to have your aesthetic match the aesthetic that they're looking for. My next tip, which is like really important, a lot of people don't realize this, to attracting high-end clients, is actually your rate. Your rate says a lot about the type of clients that you will receive. And this is so important. Oh my God, this is so important, because I know a lot of people struggle with like what rate to charge, and a lot of people start off super duper low, which I do not recommend, because I mean, you can start off low, but when you start to raise your rate and when you're ready to, you're going to lose a lot of people, and that's totally fine. Everybody can't come with you, but your rate is either going to attract the client that you're looking for or not, or it's going to repel the client that you're looking for. And one thing's for sure is, I know it was a lot of talk going around at one point about this 150 and up, or the girl that posted something about people's rates being 150 and up, they can go to hell respectfully. But let me tell you something about high-end clients. If a high-end client sees something, and I'm talking about true high-end clients, not the ones that's like nickel and diming and being cheap, because the thing about your rate too, and this stopped for me once I started raising my rate. Once I started raising my rate, I stopped getting those people who wanted to go back and forth with me about my rate. My rate could have been $45 and they sitting here trying to talk me down to 30. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't get certain type of people when you raise your rate. Like, I can guarantee you, like, since I raised my rate to what it is now, and I'm in the 150 and up club, respectfully, I literally do not have clients that are headaches. I have clients that respect my time. I have clients that are bosses. That's one thing I like about raising my rate, is because I literally get clients that are doctors, lawyers, entrepreneurs, like scientists, engineers, like crazy stuff, astronauts. Like, it'd be weird, it'd be crazy, not even weird, it'd be crazy. Like, when you raise your rate, it really separates and weeds out a lot of the people that you don't want. So keep in mind with your rate too, that you're going to attract the type of client that you are. So if you're not a person that's going to pay $150 and up for makeup yourself, how would you expect somebody else to pay that to you? And that goes to, and that speaks to, I was just talking to my friend about this the other day too, when it comes to coaching programs too, and these coaches out here. If you want to have a high ticket offer for your coaching program and you're charging somebody $5,000 maybe and up for the coaching program, but you personally have never invested $5,000 and up for a coaching program, what are you doing? Like, you don't even know what that feels like to have to bring that kind of money or find that kind of money out of your pocket, right? So you cannot charge people what you aren't willing to pay. That's not fair at all. But I will say your rate is one of those things that's going to separate the high-end clients and the experience that you have with them. And I don't want to say low-end, because they're not low-end. People have different budgets. I can't even say they're cheap. Like, they just have different budgets, and glam and hair and nails, it just depends on like if that's priority for you. And you know what I'm saying, because I'm not like necessarily a nail person, so I'm not the girl that's going to pay like $100 to get my nails done, but I will go get me some press-ons and be cute. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on what's important to them. So I don't even like get mad at those people anymore that like debate me or try. They don't even debate me anymore, but when they used to, it's just like I'm just not the makeup artist for them, and they're just not your client. So when it comes to your rate too, don't take it personally when people say no or you charge too much or whatever. Just, you're not the makeup artist for them, you're not the hairstylist for them, they're not your clients. No need to get upset about it, all right? But yeah, if you want to start attracting high-end clients, you may want to take a look at your rate. My next tip when it comes to attracting high-end clients has to do with your content and your messaging on your page. So kind of going back to the aesthetic and everything like that, and the content, like the content that you have on your page should be speaking directly to your ideal client, your dream client or whatever. So once you know who that person is, and you know their likes, their dislikes, and anything in between, their humor, whatever it is, because it doesn't have to always be so serious with the content. Maybe they need some motivation sometimes. You can start to create content that attracts those people. So a lot of times too, when people book me, what attracts them to me too, aside from them seeing my makeup work, is they actually see that I'm a real person. So if I'm on there posting pictures of myself, or they see me speaking in a video, they feel like they kind of know me ahead of time, and like when they see my personality, then they see it as like, okay, this is somebody that I can have in my space and feel comfortable and feel confident that she's going to be professional, she's going to deliver and everything like that. So make sure your content and your messaging and your content is speaking directly to who it needs to speak to, and make sure it just looks good, all right? And my last tip that I want to give for attracting high-end clients is to invest in yourself. I don't hear people talk about this too much, but it's so important to invest in yourself, because once you start to invest in yourself, you'll then have the confidence to charge more, to show up differently. You'll know exactly who you're talking to, because I know for a fact, I took a one-on-one lesson with Nikki Posley, I think in 2015. And when I tell you, from that one lesson alone, and I take classes all the time. I've taken so many different makeup classes with other makeup artists, whether it's demo, hands-on, coaching programs. I've done it all. But I can stamp that after I took that one-on-one lesson with Nikki Posley, I was like, oh, the rate is going up, okay? After I took that lesson and I went home and I started practicing, and I saw the my aesthetic started to elevate and look different from the makeup I was doing before, I was like, this ain't no regular beat. This ain't no regular makeup anymore. This is like a little bit more elevated. So I knew that I can confidently like raise my rate. I could confidently show it with more confidence and stand behind my rate and everything like that. like, you have to invest in yourself. You have to continue growing. Like, nobody wants to spend money with somebody who's just remaining stagnant. They're not growing. Their mindset is stiff. They don't know who they're attracting. Their rate is all over the place. They doing all types of different makeup. And not to say, like, you should be able to do different types of makeup, different skin tones, all that stuff, different hair, whatever you're doing. But if you don't have a focus, and if you're not showing that you're continuously investing in yourself to get better at your craft in order to serve your clients, that's not cute. It's not going to attract people who are on that same wavelength, because a lot of times high-end clients are high achievers as well. They're the ones that's out here investing in themselves. They're the ones that's doing all of the things, and they're very focused on, you know, what they're doing. So they want to, you know, spend their time and have somebody in their space that's doing the same thing. So yeah, you gotta continue to invest in yourself, my dear. All right, so those are my tips for attracting high-end clients. And at the end of the day, it really is nothing to it but to do it. I know a lot of times when I wanted to like raise my rate in particular, I would have like a number in my head, and I started off really low, y'all. I started off so low with my rate, and just eventually, I guess I felt like that's what it was worth at the time. And that's why I said the mindset stuff is so important, because that's what I felt like it was worth. But it was obviously people who thought it was worth way more, but people are going to pay whatever, you know, price that you give them. But like I was saying, it's nothing to it but to do it. When it comes to my rate, and I would want to like charge a different rate, I would just throw the number out there. I'm like, whoever says yes, that's what it is. So the next time somebody inquires, like if you want to change your rate and you've gone through these steps of your mindset, knowing who you're trying to work with, getting that aesthetic and the content, all that stuff together, the next time somebody reaches out to you, just tell them 150. If you're a makeup artist, you're not charging, just tell them, like, don't make it like drastically different if they worked with you before, but like just throw a number out there. Because a lot of times when we're ready to change our rate, we're in our head. That's why mindset is important. We're in our head like, they're not gonna pay me $150 for makeup. They're not gonna pay me $175, $200 for makeup. But next time somebody inquires, just throw the number out there and see what happens, and just keep on throwing it out there until somebody says yes. And once you get that first yes, then you're like, people are actually paying $150 and up for makeup. Like my friends in New York, in certain areas that know how much I charge, they're like, girl, you need to be charging like double. You know what I'm saying? So it's all perspective, it's all mindset, whatever. I'm comfortable with my rate right now, but it's definitely about to go up again because it's just the wear and tear on me, whatever. But yes, like I said, I hope that these tips were helpful. Comment down below, let me know which tip was your favorite, which one resonates with you the most. If you have any questions about, you know, attracting high-end clients, leave them in the comments as well. Make sure you subscribe to Friends in Beauty. If you like this video, make sure you leave me a comment, a like, a subscribe, share it with another friend in beauty or a family friend that can, you know, benefit from the information that is being shared. Also, tune into the Friends in Beauty podcast. Every Wednesday I release new episodes. Sometimes it alternates between solo episodes and interview episodes, but my interview episodes I love the most because I just get to converse with different friends in beauty and find out their keys to longevity and success in the beauty industry and just how they got to where they are, because you know it's no blueprint for us. There's no blueprint to success for the beauty industry, so it's really insightful to hear their stories and everything like that. Also, make sure you're following me and Friends in Beauty on social media. Mine is Aquia Robinson, your best friend in beauty. And also follow Friends in Beauty as well. If you are a friend in beauty, make sure you join the Friends in Beauty Facebook community because it's going down over there as well. We're just a community of friends in beauty. We have makeup artists, photographers, hairstylists, nail techs, estheticians, models, like you name it, they are in that group. Barbers, okay? Just to a place that we can virtually connect, network, and share resources. Also, click the link down below in the show description if you want to join the mailing list tribe, because they are literally the first to know about all things Friends in Beauty, and I send out different business resources and inspiration and motivation throughout the week as well. So yeah, so many different ways to connect over here, all right? You choose which one works best for you, all right? I will talk to you soon. Bye.